So with that, let's go back to Oliver Sloup. He's with Blue Line Futures in Chicago. What about this cattle market here, where you have that steep drop on the nearby contracts, and yet you have the feeders kind of doing their own thing?
Yeah, the April obviously limit down here for the second day in a row, keeping June a little bit under pressure here near term. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that June kind of linger around this area, anywhere between 80 to 85 here in the very near future, especially when we see cash continue to soften up like we had this week. I think yesterday on the Fed Cattle Exchange, we were trading anywhere between 92 and a buck. And earlier this morning, we were getting word of a buck trading in Kansas as well. So as far as the technical standpoint goes, we're kind of right that in the middle of that range that I just talked about, and we're consolidating a little bit, making a little bit of a wedge, essentially a sideways triangle to give you a visual. On the top side, 88 would be a breakout point. On the bottom side, 80, that would be a breakdown point. So we're really looking for a breakout or a breakdown. Hopefully we can get this bad news behind us and maybe start to turn the corner and get some good news to give us a technical breakout. But I really think to give yourself a little bit more time, there's going to be more value in those deferred contracts. Even just looking out to August, I think offers a little bit more value here near term.
When you look at how the lean hogs are trading, boy, it's been quite a run here and pushing their head on the upward side there. Are you expecting follow through tomorrow again in the upward momentum?
Well, as you mentioned, they are in their own little orbit, and I think that's a good way to put it. There's a lot of technical damage that has been done over the last month and a half, a technical graveyard, if you will. So we do got some work to do, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it continue. But I think ultimately, if we get into the upper 50s here in that June contract, I think you're going to start to see that momentum fizzle out.
All right.
Eventually see some sellers step back in.
Sounds good. Thank you, Oliver. Appreciate it. Oliver Sloup of Blue Line Futures in Chicago.